In our Sunrise Smart Start, a 3-year-old has life-threatening injuries after being shot yesterday in Rochester. The child underwent surgery last night, and we are waiting to hear an update.
Police say the shooting happened on North Clinton Avenue around 6 p.m. Officials say 25 shots were fired at that scene, and several people are now in custody. The area where the shooting happened is in a spot that is currently under a state of emergency. Rochester Mayor Malik Evans declared that over the summer due to the high crime rate. Chief David Smith said after an exhausting summer, the Rochester Police Department is going back to 12-hour shifts to better protect the city and double staffing the presence on Clinton Avenue.
20-year veteran of the Rochester Fire Department, Elvis Reyes, has officially been laid to rest. Reyes died last week due to complications from a surgery stemming from an on-duty injury. Thousands were in attendance at the Blue Cross Arena where his funeral took place. Reyes was laid to rest in the first responders section at Holy Sepulchre Cemetery.
The funeral was followed by a lengthy procession, the group of vehicles making their way past all of the firehouses Reyes served in Monroe County during his tenure. What you see here is from Engine 19 on Lake Avenue in Charlotte, the final station Reyes served with.
In some national news now, at the first White House conference on hunger in more than 50 years, President Biden announced an $8 billion investment to end food insecurity by 2030. The president says the funding comes from more than 100 private businesses and organizations with the added goals of promoting better nutrition and exercise. President Biden also said meeting his goal requires bipartisanship, and he called on Congress to expand last year's child tax credit permanently. The latest data from the Department of Agriculture shows that food insecurity or food security increased from 2020 to 2021 in households with no children, especially for women living alone, as well as for elderly people who live alone too.
Hurricane Ian is on the move this morning after leaving a path of destruction in southwest Florida. The storm trapped people in homes and flooded large parts of the region, coming ashore just west of Fort Myers as a Category 4 hurricane with wind speeds high enough to make it the 5th strongest hurricane to hit the country. At its peak, the hurricane knocked out power for some 2 million people. And even though the storm has weakened, the danger remains, and the National Weather Service is warning about that significant to catastrophic flooding will continue across central Florida throughout the day. After passing through Florida's east coast today, Ian is expected to move onto Georgia and the South Carolina's coasts tomorrow.
The Rochester region is on standby to assist those affected by the hurricane. Volunteers from Red Cross and the Salvation Army say they have resources in place to help.
That's right. News 8's Jatira Marsh gives us a closer look at those plans. She joins us now in studio with more. Jatira?
The Salvation Army of Greater Rochester has close to a dozen people on standby to help and 37 mobile feeding units. At the Red Cross, a couple volunteers are getting ready to help too. Regional External Relations Leader of Red Cross, Donna Davis, coordinates with emergency services in the areas affected by hurricanes. During her time at the Red Cross, she's helped with 12 disasters. She says she works on finding out what their specific needs are and then helps residents prepare for what's to come. Red Cross already has many volunteers helping in Florida, and those were preparing to hop on the plane once safe to do so.
There are a lot of people on the ground, boots on the ground already, taking care of the over 13,000 people that are already in evacuation shelters.
We want to also make sure that we are helping in the immediate aftermath as well, helping people get back on their feet, helping people have the supplies they need and contact and access to the services they need.
Hundreds of travelers are impacted right now due to Hurricane Ian. According to AAA, experts say the best way you can help out at home is through monetary donations. Back to you.
Thank you. And of course, we will have a list of places you can help out, resources to do so, and organizations you can support over on our website, rochesterfirst.com.
And James, we can only imagine what's actually going on in Florida. I know we're speaking about it, reporting on it, but actually experiencing it is another
Yeah, definitely. You know, it can be tough sometimes watching from afar and understanding what they're going through. Also, just a heads up, a lot of times, we cover this in the news, there can be scams that happen during this. People try to take advantage of some of the worst situations. So, you know, Red Cross, Salvation Army, two great places to start when it comes to giving donations with events like this. 50s locally, a few spots in the upper 40s, that morning walk. A little bit of drizzle out there, cloudy, sunrise in just a few moments from now at 7:06. We only see temperatures climbing into the mid to upper 50s. Sun does emerge this afternoon, though, and because of that, we drop with those temperatures tonight. We'll talk a bit about the weekend at the end of the show. Mel?
All right, James, thank you. Taking another look at the roads this morning, things are still looking pretty good out there. We have had a few accidents to report throughout the morning, but nothing too major. Everything out there is looking pretty good.
Time now to go inside the huddle. Bills cornerback Dane Jackson returning to practice for the first time since taking a scary hit against the Titans.
That's right. Sports director Thad Brown has more on what he's being called, or what's being called, a miraculous recovery.
Dane Jackson said it meant a lot to be back at practice on Wednesday and added it felt like he had been out a month. But actually, Jackson returned to the field only 9 days after a very nervy ambulance ride following his injury last Monday night.
It was a scary way on the hospital, not being able to move or anything like that. Not knowing, really the unknown was the most scary part. I was just worried about my son at home, my mom. I know everybody was crying. My girl was right next to me, so it was an emotional roller coaster, really. But once I knew everything was good, then I kind of relaxed.
The soreness is going away, and Jackson says he feels good. It didn't hurt that Bills fans were not afraid to show their love.
I got letters to my house, edible arrangements to my door. Like, it was crazy, man. I really, truly appreciate that from the heart. Shout out to everybody who reached out and was truly concerned for me.
Jackson was back in the team facility the day after the injury, so his teammates aren't surprised to see him practicing now. They even can joke about it.
Say, man, you got a slinky neck, man. If you have a loose neck like that, man, it could have been a little bit worse. You know, you could kind of, laugh about it, but it definitely was a serious situation, and it's just the ugly side of our sport, man. It's just a true blessing. Like, he's got some angels over him for sure.
I'm here. I'm alive. I'm standing. You know what I mean? Like, everybody's seen a hit. They know, like, it could have been a lot worse. You know what I mean? So just for me to be here, nothing structural, walking back in the locker room with my teammates, it's just a blessing. Like, I can't do nothing else but smile.
Playing in the game Sunday is not yet a focus for Jackson. He was in a red non-contact jersey on Wednesday and says he's taking it day by day. It's more or less the same attitude he had in that ambulance last week. I was worried only about my future, Jackson said, not anything football related. In Orchard Park, inside the Buffalo Huddle, I'm Thad Brown.
All right, Thad, thank you. The Bills hit the road this week to take on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. The game starts at 1 p.m. Sunday right here on Channel 8.
Here's what some people might be talking about at the water cooler this morning. This is kind of fun, you guys. McDonald's will soon be serving up adult Happy Meals.
It's about time.
The Cactus Plant Flea Market box will come with either a Big Mac or 10-piece chicken nuggets, fries, and a drink, and will soon be added to its menu. A toy figurine such as a Hamburglar, Grimace, and Birdie will also be inside. The fast food chain says this box should bring back memories of Happy Meals from the old days. People can start ordering them on Monday. McDonald's hopes this will boost its sales. I'm sure it will.
Just like old times.
Yeah, just like old times.
Yeah.
So kind of cool.
Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't done this yet.
Yeah,
I know.
So, yeah, just like being a kid, I'm sure if you are bringing those kiddos to the bus stop, we're putting a jacket on them. It's a little chilly out there. Numbers in the upper 40s and lower 50s. Sunrise just a few moments, about 10 minutes from now. Your bus stop forecast keeps us in the 50s, but I do have skies slowly clearing as we get into this afternoon. I've got some sun for your Friday, but it does look like the clouds come right back in thanks to the remnants of Ian that start to work their way in by Saturday and Sunday. I really don't expect many rain chances, though, over the next 8 days.
Like that sunshine the next couple days, James. Thank you.
Yep.
And thanks so much for watching News 8 at Sunrise.
Our next update is coming up in 30 minutes. CBS Mornings is next.